Hey everybody, Sean here with another episode of Thrift Store Gems, and I got some cool stuff. I have a bunch of horror movies here for you guys to show off. Alright, first up I have a couple tapes for you, and starting that off is Hellraiser. Great movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, before I watched it just now, and it is so good. Really good. Probably one of the scarier horror movies I've seen. Usually I'm not like scared by them or anything, but this thing was close. Definitely close. Really cool. This is a collector's edition, so it features some neat stuff, like an interview with Clive Barker, an interview with Andrew Robinson, a television commercial preview, interview with Ashley Lawrence, all sorts of cool stuff. Definitely worth checking out if you like, horror, scary stuff. I definitely advise checking this one out. Next up we have an absolute classic, and that is Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. Kiss your nerves goodbye. Such a good movie. If you like zombie stuff or just zany stuff or even just cool camera work, definitely check it out. The camera work in this is awesome. It's all over the place, tons of tricks, tons of everything. It's super cool. Heard there's a new show called Ash vs. Evil Dead. Haven't seen it yet, but I'll probably get around to seeing it. It's supposed to be alright. Next up, we have some DVDs. First up is Donnie Darko. This is a really cool movie. Definitely like it. It's definitely a psychological thriller, and usually I hate that term to describe stuff because too many times like random cop movies are thrown in there. But this is definitely a psychological thriller in the truest sense, I'd have to say. Really cool. Jake Gyllenhaal is great in it. Patrick Swayze's awesome in it. Drew Barrymore absolutely sucks in it. And if she was in it anymore, I think she would ruin the movie. But other than that, this is really good. First time seeing it, and I'm impressed. Really neat. The bunny thing, Frank, is absolutely terrifying. Very, very, very creepy. It has Cunning Visions infomercials, which is the infomercials that are on the movie, which is really neat. It has a bunch of theatrical trailers, art gallery, the Mad World music video, a bunch of cool stuff. And now we have Pumpkinhead, Collector's Edition. I haven't seen this one yet, but it looks really good. I'm a big fan of practical effects, and it looks like there's some killer ones on here. Really dig this. Very excited about it. The special features that I suppose make it a collector's edition here are the commentary by co-screenwriter Gary Girardi and creature and FX creators Tom Woodruff Jr. and Alec Gillis. Moderated by filmmaker Scott Spiegel. Featurettes: Evolution of a Demon, The Cursed and the Damned, The Tortured Soul of Ed Harley, Construction Vengeance, Razorback Hauler, Stan, Demonic Toys featurette, behind the scenes footage, still gallery, and theatrical trailer. Tons of stuff. And I am pumped to see this. Looks like there's a cool pitchfork on the back. Wouldn't mind seeing how that goes. Yeah, very excited. And when I went to check out, the lady behind me noticed it was in my hand and happened to say, "That is the scariest movie I ever saw. I've only seen it once and I will never watch it again." And that is a pretty good review if you ask me. So I'm definitely excited to see this one. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you think of it. Next we have two from one of my favorite directors, and that is John Carpenter. We have Escape from New York and Escape from LA. I've only seen bits and pieces of either, so I'm definitely excited to check them all out all the way through. Really cool. I'm a big John Carpenter fan. He's awesome. He always has good effects. He always has a great soundtrack, which he does himself. Composed it all himself on synths and stuff. Very neat. Can't wait to check this out. I love Kurt Russell. I even like Overboard. It's kind of a guilty pleasure, but it's pretty cool. Goldie Hawn. Whatever. Anyway, but this isn't about that. This is about Escape from New York and LA. Really cool back on here, too. He's on some kind of hang glider. Definitely can't wait to check it out. Oh, and Steve Buscemi's in this. I love Steve Buscemi. Next, we have another classic with some fantastic practical effects. I haven't seen this yet, but I know who does the effects, and he always does breathtaking stuff, and that is Ray Harryhausen. If you're unfamiliar, he did the effects in King Kong, and it's just fantastic. If you like stop motion, he is the king. He is the originator, and he is... I can't really say originator. I forget if he is or not. If he is, let me know in the comments or whatnot. But he is just... He took it to a whole new level. I've also always been a big Greek mythology fan, so I'm really excited to see some of the mix-up they do in this thing. And last but certainly not least, this is actually my first time seeing this movie, and as soon as I got it, I pretty much watched it right away, just because I've heard so many good things about it. And that is Dawn of the Dead, the original. It is fantastic, such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's about the zombie apocalypse, and it's just starting to happen. Some people decided to hide it in the mall because it's like one of the perfect places to do it. And they do it, and it works out great for a while, and then, I'm not going to ruin for you. It's a great movie. It's just as good as everybody says it is, if not better. I can't really talk this movie up enough, but I'm sure everyone else has probably said enough about it. And there's some really cool special features on here, too. We have audio commentary with writer-director George A. Romero, special effects artist Tom Savini, who I actually met once at a convention, and assistant director Chris Romero. Moderated by Perry Martin. Really cool is also theatrical trailers, TV spots, radio spots, poster and advertising gallery, a George A. Romero bio, and a comic book preview. Really excited. If you like zombie stuff at all, if you're like a Walking Dead fan, I couldn't recommend this more. If you haven't seen this and you watch The Walking Dead, shame on you. Stop watching it immediately and start watching this, because it is so good and so much better in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Well, that covers it. I definitely got some great movies. Definitely recommend checking these out, as I've said multiple times now. Yeah, very cool. Thanks for watching another episode of Thrift Store Gems. Check out John Carpenter and all the other practical effects stuff I mentioned here. Definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching. Anyway, thanks again for watching this video. If you want to see more stuff, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll put another video up here for you guys to check out. Thanks again, and have a good one.